this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field.
Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It's taken to the 26. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start on the ground with Andrews. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They go play action now. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Andrews. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Now a good running play here to start
the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
39-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. To the 43, second down. Look at this Baltimore defense. Well, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First down 10 at the 43-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They send McCaffrey in motion right. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
Anders Carlson on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 73 yards. And the Ravens are once again back in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Being chased out left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 3. In motion left goes Watson.
Check smash, check smash.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Check Bobcat, check Bobcat.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's got it down to the 28. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
18, right here. Come 19, come 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Cougar 19. Lightning 18.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have yet again retaken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, You might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson steps away. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the gun, Jackson. A dump off this time for Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Here's Andrews. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense is moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And Jackson throwing once more out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Ravens 21, Packers 16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive will start with an option going left. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive begins with a handoff to Andrews. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked up from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They'll try and throw for it. On the move to his left. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. The Tops will go in motion right. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it with Andrews. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On first down, Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
To the left side and intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. That turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Flushed out right. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. He's going to keep this again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Down the left sideline. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They go option right on second and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
It's third and goal.
McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to get their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Carlson on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Steps into the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Brings up second and 7 at the Ravens 22.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. His third rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Jackson. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Jackson to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like in the coaches' talk, where when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.